August 12th, 2019. Just outside Bernalillo, New Mexico. And I've been looking at this thing sticking out of the hillside for years. And it has been eroding away because just a corner of it was sticking out. But as you can see that, I'm gonna go walk up. But it looks like a rib bone. Like a giant freaking rib bone. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, here's something just sitting here on the ground. Interesting shape. But it's this, it's that, whatever that is. I don't know why I broke the toe off. That was dumb. All right. Wow, look at this stuff. So this looks like that's what this bone's gonna be made of. That must be the marrow. That's the marrow. What do you think? Marrow? There's some more right there. Strange, I haven't seen this type of stuff yet. Okay, here we go. There's a piece of that. But we're gonna get up into the big boy. Yeah, it is the marrow, because that's all on the inside of that freaking bone thing. Look at this. They're all busted up. Oh my gosh. There's some more of that. So that bubbly stuff right there, I'm guessing, must be the marrow. Because I'm telling you, that is a rib bone. That's a rib bone. Well, let's get a look at this. Okay. So that, see, has an outer shell. And it's got the bubbly stuff on the inside. The marrow, that's freaking marrow. But it turns, it's like a, let's see. Well, let's look at this thing. Like I said, I've been looking at it. And it shows you how big it is. It's pretty big. There's some rib bones piled up in this hillside. It's not, come on. Can't tell me that's just the dirt. It just formed like this. How the heck? See, I'm underneath it now, so it looks like there's another one here. And then another one there, and then the one that I've been watching from the highway as I drive by. Gotta go slower. Go slower. So yeah, there's some more there. Okay, here's another one. And it's got these seams in it. Whatever. There's the big boy sticking out that I've been seeing from the highway. And you can see it busts out in chunks and erodes out of this hillside. Yeah, I'm guessing marrow. That's the bone marrow coming out of those bones there, turned into those little balls. And I would say these are rib bones. And that's the marrow coming out, turned into these little, see if I can focus. Got a new phone. How strange. And then it's got the outside, definitely, and it's just laying here on the side of the highway. I don't think anybody takes a second look at it, just a dirt hill. Yeah, that's just a whole pile of rib bones, I guess, stacked up into this hillside. I still want to check this big boy out from the top. I'm working my way up there. Okay, here's the top side of the big ones, the one that I spotted. But there's a whole jumble of them in here busted up. So they've got buried in the hill. or whatever in the mud flood, and then the hill's been, the dirt around it or the skin or whatever it is, I don't know, washed away, and now this is exposing. But I've been looking at this spot for the last 7 years driving up and down this highway, and I always looked at it even before I knew about mud fossils. And anyway, I just thought, wow, that's weird. Why is that hill looking like that? You know, because it had this, it looked like a wave coming out of the hill, but it's not. It's got to be a rib. It's got to be a bone, man, with the marrow still in there. Yes, indeed. We'll get Roger to check this one out. Right, Raj? Come on. Come on, give me a break. Yeah, I'm just blown away, man. Yeah, guys, just look around wherever you're at. One thing nice about New Mexico is because it's desert, stuff ain't growed here. Growed? Yeah, here you go. Growed. Doesn't much grow, so it's just exposed, and stuff's popping out of the desert here as this layer of mud washes away and these things just start showing up out of the hillside. Come on, what could that be? You can, it's got to be the rib, even though it's really not like a bone, right? Because it's turned into, that's almost like concrete. Look at that. Look at how tight those are. It's all little balls and stuff. I'm gonna get a closer look here. I don't know how good that's focusing because the sun is on the screen, but come on. I knew this was gonna be like this. I've been wanting to do this for a few years. I just never stop because I'm always in the big truck, and it's not a great, there ain't really no room to pull over. But I'm in the car today, so getting it handled finally. Guys, this is just, I don't know, it's just strange. I mean, tell me that's just a dirt hill. Why would just the dirt hill? Okay, so this is broke open a little bit. So that is, look at that, okay? I don't know if getting close like that's helping or not, but how that ties in, you can see there's a little layer coloration change there and texture change, and then it goes into this, man. Goes into that, which I think got to be marrow. How it does what that, how it does what it does to get to that, I don't know. Well, it looks like a bunch of this stuff is buried in the hill. I mean, I guess geology could explain how these are made like that, if it's just a rock. But it looks like something totally different to me. It's like ribs because of the flatness. Look at that stuff, just comes right out of this little, those little balls just come right out of that stuff. I mean, this thing is huge, guys. It's a giant rib, whatever it was. And you can see where it's busted off here and there. Just sitting there, that busted off kind of this. Get a close up here. Definitely all those little ball things are encased with this outer shell thing, and looks like a rib to me. Yeah, right on the highway.